Now, let's solve problem number 2, leverage, okay? What I want you to do to solve your leverage problem in 2022, some of you don't have a leverage problem. You're just like, I just need more leads. So this is not for you. But if you've got a situation where, and I remember, Haley, I was 8 months into the business and I was slammed. You know, I took 21 listings my first 74 days in this business, okay? How did I do it? Nothing ingenious. I just followed what the book said. I just read books and did what it said to do. That's all, you know? And I guarantee you, if you do what I tell you to do, you'll be at least 100,000 and probably more like $250,000, you know, next year. So I want you to delegate all non-dollar productive activities, okay? And we're gonna talk about, like, what is that? What does that mean, okay? Now, when I was first in the business, I was about eight months in the business. I got so slammed that what I did, Haley, was, by the way, let's take it off the slide for a minute. We're going to check your skills here. So here's what I did. When I'm the type of person that likes to do what I like to do, and I don't like to do what I don't like to do. That's the reason why I left home when I was 16 years old. Okay, not advisable, by the way. It was a bad decision, but I thought I knew better. Okay, I was 16. I said, I don't need a mom anymore. I'm good. You know, I left home. By the way, I've never gone back home since then. I was surprised, Haley, when I reconnected with my mom at 18. I was like, she learned a lot in 2 years. Well, this knucklehead had gotten a little bit smarter. But anyway, so what I did was I wrote down all the things that I did in the business. 8 months in, I was like, I'm doing so much. I'm overwhelmed. And by the way, anybody out there overwhelmed? Yeah, I see you. Are you overwhelmed right now? Well, what I did was I said, I'm overwhelmed. I need help, okay, but I don't know how to get it. So here's what I did. I wrote down every single thing that I do on a listing. It turns out there's 46 activities, okay, on a typical listing, 46 activities. Now, a buddy of mine has like 200 activities, but I've deduced it down to 46 core activities. And so I started writing them down, like, you know, put lock boxes up, take photos, take lock boxes off, whatever. And then I graded those on a scale of 1 to 5, okay? Same as the Amazon system. 1 means I hate it, 5 means I love it, okay? And then 4 means I like it, okay? And then I think 4 is I really like it, 5 is I love it, 3 is I like it, 2 is I don't like it, and 1 is I hate it, okay? So I said, you know what? I'm only gonna do 4s and 5s, okay? I'm only gonna do stuff that I really like or love. And I just rated. So here's an example of the sheet. This is kind of an upgraded version of it. I know you can't really see that, but I'm just showing you the kind of stuff that I put together. And by the way, this is a free download also for you, okay? So we're gonna give you a copy of this. But so what I did, Haley, eventually, is I said, okay, everything that's a 4 or 5, I'm not gonna do it, okay? And only the stuff that's, everything that's a 4 and 5, I'm gonna do it. But everything that's not a 4 or 5, I'm not gonna do it. And that was the beginning of my journey of delegation and hiring and building a team, if you will, okay? Now, the way I have it color-coded here is when you're running a very highly efficient team, and one day I'll come back and I'll teach all about how to build a team and all that. We'll do that on a separate. But I just want you to know that of the 46 steps, there are very few steps that require a license. Okay, very few steps require a license. I'm going to give you a copy of the 46-step system, and you can actually go through there yourself with a highlighter and figure out what requires a license. Here in Texas, I figured out that there's only 6 activities. So everything that's not highlighted are the things that I do, okay? And everything that's highlighted is stuff I do not do, okay? I don't do it. When I was highly efficient on my team, I got it down to where I did one thing, and that was generate leads. My team did everything else. But you know, you can run that was when I had a big team. Nowadays, those days are kind of gone. You can run a highly successful $250,000 or $500,000 a year commission business with a couple of admin people. That's it, okay? And so the reason why some are yellow is some of them may require a license, but I want to delegate them to a team member and then just pay them like a flat fee, like maybe 250 or 300 bucks, or maybe 500 bucks per listing for them to take care of certain things like presenting incoming offers. See, a lot of times what I do, Haley, is I will do my listing appointment by Zoom. Okay, probably most of my listing appointments are that way now. And I was doing that years ago, and then I would send somebody out to the property that has a license to kind of go through the checklist and do the dog and pony show and all that. So, and by the way, let me just say this because I think it's worth saying. When you become famous, when you become well known, it's a big thing that I teach. People, the purpose of marketing, let me say this, the purpose of marketing is to make selling superfluous or to make selling unnecessary. And when you become famous, when people know you, you can get away with a lot of stuff. Like my clients, because I'm on YouTube and I teach classes and I do all this stuff, they're like, Knolly, are you free Thursday? No, I know you're busy. Don't worry. If you can't do Thursday, we'll do Friday. They're begging. They want to just see. And I'm like, no, it's no problem. Now I know you're busy. Just tell me if you can't do it. They're like, and then when I get if I get to the appointment, they're like, now do you need to leave? Are you okay? Can you still talk? I'm like, yeah. They're rushing me out. Can we just sign the paperwork and get you out of here? So now I learned, Haley, that I could just do a Zoom call. They're good. We go through the numbers, we go through the CMA, we spend 15, 20 minutes on Zoom. They've already educated them. This is what I tell my students, okay? You have to win the listing before you ever meet with the client, with the seller. You have to win the listing before you ever meet with the seller. Let's jump back on the slides and we'll go through the rest of them, then we can get some. I'm not letting Haley talk today. This is crazy. Yeah, I wanted to pack a lot of content because I just felt like I've never taught this before ever. Okay, this is the first time. You can go through all my YouTube videos and you'll not find this anywhere. So the 46-step system, listing system, by the way, what I'm teaching is what I normally teach in a year for agents to get. I'm teaching it in 30 minutes, 35 minutes. That's it. We're good. If you just watch the video, you watch the video enough, you don't have to pay me any money, you're good. You can thank RedX. So the 46-step system, you can download that, but 91.3% of all activities on this are delegatable to other people. So there's a big trap that a lot of agents fall into, thinking you can do it all. Okay, what I want you to do is understand where you are weak and partner with others who are strong in those areas. Now, the way that you understand where you're weak is you take the DISC test, the DISC profile test, okay? It's free, you go to my website, you take it, and then you're like, man, I suck in these areas. Yeah, you do. I try to pretend, Haley, that I'm really good at everything, but my wife calls me out all the time. And anyway, that's a whole nother topic, but she knows where I'm good and where I'm not.